Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. Alright, so we've been talking storms, we've been talking wind damage, we've been talking all that other stuff, and here's one of the projects that I need to get fixed on, and I think I'm going to like the new thing what we're going to try to set up, but, well, let me show you what we got. This is what's left of the tarp that goes over my breast chickens, and yeah, you know, okay, my official thing is, I don't like the breasts. Their eggs are little. These guys are very flighty. Maybe one of you guys, maybe some of you guys got better breast chickens than I did. I've tried to integrate them with the other flock, and I am going to try again because I'm not going to, you know, unless things real bad, I'm not going to reproduce these guys for meat. I just was not impressed. And my deal might be a fluke. I don't know. Maybe all of you others that have breasts, you like them a lot better than I do, but I don't like them. I just not going to mess with them. Looks like I need to pick up an egg. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut some of this old tarp off, get rid of it. I'm going to have to work with these guys in here and move some of their stuff around. But we'll get the old stuff off, try to get this cleaned up a little bit, and then I've got something else to put on here. Alright, we call this blue stuff. I don't even know what it is. But it's got a nice thickness to it. It's kind of corrugated and it's sturdy. It's not way too heavy, so it's not going to add a whole lot of weight to the chicken tractor. But it's got a good size. It's probably not quite long enough this way, but I don't know that I care at this point. So what my plan is to put this over the top of it. I've got some boards over here that I can put on the inside to screw. So screw the blue stuff on the outside, put this stuff on the inside, and have it screwed together. That's the plan. Hopefully it'll hold up in the wind. Only time will tell. A few months ago, I had shown you a video where the tarp had actually ripped off and torn the hardware cloth. You can see where Tom has done some repair work on it. But since we're going to be putting that blue stuff on here, I think I want to take this board and attach it to the bottom and try to secure this a little bit more. So we can do that before we get the blue stuff on here and see what we can get done there. This looks nice, and look how shaded it is inside. Isn't that nice? I like it. Now we've got washers, and we put them across the bottom and some through here. If we need to, we could take those boards that I had taken and maybe cut them down. But we'd have to put it between these bars here. I think it's going to be okay one way or another. It just looks really nice and it looks sturdy. Also, if we need to, we can drill holes in them and put zip ties and tie them down a little bit too. But I'm thinking right now, I think it's looking pretty darn good. I am really pleased with this. I was a little hesitant to show this stuff to you guys because I try to show you things that you can do for yourself also. And we scored this stuff from a friend. And maybe you know somebody who gets a hold of this stuff too. He works in where they have those great big spools that has huge amounts of wire and stuff on them. And so the company he works for, apparently this stuff covers some of the spools. They get the used spools and they sandblast them and repaint them and stuff like that. But apparently then when they come back, they've got some of this plasticky stuff on it. So if you know somebody who's in that line of work, you know how to score some of that, that's cool. But this was something we desperately, you saw the tarp. You've seen my tarps in the past and how much damage they get in the winds here in Oklahoma. So we'll have to see when the next real good storm comes up or the next good wind. But right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's blue and it makes it such a deep shade in there. I'm sure it's going to make a difference for the chickens too, so they'll be cooler. So I don't know. I'm liking it. Really pleased and really grateful. Thank you, Wes. All right, it's evening time and we've already done it. We just did the chores. There's a couple of things I want to show you though. I don't know if you remember a recent video I did was that one of those bagworms, that one that hung from the ceiling. Oh, this tree that's out here that I've shown you in the past, they're all coming around and coming down. There's one right here. Another one right there. And you can see the worm on that one there. And there's several of them coming down from this tree. In fact, I don't know if you can see, but there's like little strands all coming down from this tree from where these little boogers are hanging. So that means the ground is probably all covered with worms. I was seeing here's some more here. So it's not making me want to walk in front or under this tree, that's for sure. But it is interesting at the same time. Okay, I have been just really pleased with that blue stuff that we put over as a roof for those Bresse chickens. I think the only concern that Tom and I had is how much. Oh, and you might hear some fireworks. I know my videos come out late, but this is the weekend before the 4th of July, so I've got a sunset thing set up. And there's not very many clouds in the sky this evening, but we might get some fireworks. That'd be kind of cool if we can get a time lapse of some fireworks along with the sunset. We'll just have to see. But back to the thing. Our concern with the blue thing, and it may not be an issue, is how well will it catch the wind and take the chicken tractor across the ground like the other times, you know, because sometimes that tarp is almost like a sail and it catching the wind and just taking it. And so that's what I'm thinking, because these are a little more rigid, that may not be an issue. So we'll have to find out. All right, let's go check the piglets in their new spot. Well, I'm hoping the fight between Daisy and Oscar's over, because it was loud for a moment. These guys have all been fed. There's still a little bit of feed on the ground. I always put feed in the pans, but I'd put a little extra on the ground because they have a tendency to fight over the feed and stuff too. But yeah, see, they're down there eating some more of that. And they've got some grass over here. I had to move them for 2 nights in a row. Waddles was getting out, and I can't blame her. She's surrounded by piglets and no grass to eat, and she was getting out. So we got her moved. She's been much happier. The piglets, they didn't know what to think of. The first morning I came out here and they were in their old paddock waiting to be fed and wondering why. Wondering what was going on, but they're catching on, and yes, they still get out, and they even get shocked when they start getting out, but they still get out. They have a good time roaming around. And I said this on a recent podcast, a podcast that I just put out yesterday. I think I'm going to sell a bunch of these. I need to sell them. I'm thinking even Daisy. I don't think I can sell Oscar, but I need to sell Daisy and Waddles. I want to keep Yoda and probably one of the little female blondes. Or I think I got another little spotted male. I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to do. I just know that I don't have the accommodations that they need as they get older, or the ability to keep them where they belong and stuff like that. So I need to just kind of come to an understanding that I am not that good a pig farmer at all, and I need to sell some off. Yeah, see, here's the other little one. I don't know, see, but the blonde ones, they're looking good too, but I like this little male. No, she's a female, sorry. Yeah, she's a female. The spotted one's a female, and then Yoda has been fixed. And I've got the blonde ones, I've got 1 male and 4 females. So she was a good mama, that's for sure. She's done a good job. I can't say the same for Daisy. Now she may be in the future, but you know, her first farrowing did not go well, and I'm going to be perfectly honest about that. But Waddle's first farrowing, perfect. She did an excellent job with all of them. So that's all I've got for tonight. I feel real good about getting the breast chickens all covered back up again. I like that system. I like it, and I didn't move it tonight. Tom did the chores for them tonight, so they can't be too much more weight than what it was. The pigs are about to start another fight. My adult ones. And they can make that hut just bounce. And if they start it again, I'll show you. And I'm trying to close this out. So, I'm happy with stuff. I'm happy with what we got accomplished today. We don't get things accomplished on a frequent basis. Yeah, they're about to start fighting again. They fight because Oscar can't get up and fend himself very good, and Daisy is a pig. I mean, she can eat. She'll eat all her food, and then she'll come back and try to eat all his food, and he's trying to fend her off. Basically, what's happening. And yep, there they go. Oh well. All right, guys. I pray that you have a good holiday, or did have it by the time we get this. Hopefully, maybe I can start figuring out how to get these things out earlier, but. Stay safe this summer. Stay safe in the heat. And those of you that are in the smoke, stay safe and do the best you can. God bless. I'll see you next time.